have discussion on question. So the example number 1, dear students, we are having y into 1 plus xy dx, y into 1 plus xy dx plus x into 1 minus xy dy is equals to 0. We have to find the solution of this one. So the question will be like the same, only find the solution of the given differential equation. The question will be written like this only. Okay, find the solution of the given differential equation. So we have y into 1 plus xy dx plus x into 1 minus xy dy is equals to 0. Okay, now let's approach it. What we are having m, as m is equals to y plus xy square. Yes, we are having n as x minus x square y. It's clear that this equation is not at all exact. Still, if you want to check, I will check for you. Okay, so we have to find whenever the equation del m by del y, whenever we have the equation in the form of m dx plus n dy, first of all we will check whether the given equation is exact or non-exact. So that's why we have to find the partial differentiation of m with respect to y. So it will be 1 plus 2xy. Okay, and when we have to find out with respect to x, it will be 1 minus 2xy. So it's clearly seen that del m by del x is not at all equals to del m by del y is not at all equals to del n by del x. Hence it is not exact. So the conclusion is that it's not exact, not an exact equation. So when it's not an exact equation, how we will approach? Let's have discussion. Now let's change the mode. How we will approach? It's not an exact equation. Okay, so now we have to find because till now we only discussed the inspection method only, na guys. So that's why we will approach to find something which we learned till now. Okay, so let's make it simple. So let's write down the equation as it is. Just open up y into dx. It will be y dx. Yes, it will be xy dx. Yes, it will be x dy. Yes, minus it will be xy square dx. It will be x square y dy is equals to 0. We are having, yeah, isn't it? Exactly, isn't it? Yes, exactly, we are having like this. Okay, now how to approach? We will approach y dx plus x dy. So it will be y dx plus x dy. Okay, y dx plus x dy. So it will be y dx plus x dy. Okay, let's write down the remaining thing. Xy square dx minus x square y dy is equals to 0. So something is we are getting that y dx plus x dy. This is nothing but the first form which we learned. This is nothing but the differentiation of xy only. Yes, exactly, my dear students. So you can say, let me write down here again, that was y dx plus x dy only. Okay, plus it was xy square dx. Yes, minus x square y dy, isn't it? Yeah, is equals to 0. So this is nothing but the differentiation of xy only. Yes, we can write down at the place of this one, this is nothing but the differentiation of xy only. Now what about this one? Can we have any form? Exactly, we don't have right now particular in this form. We are not getting any particular form. Can we take xy common from here? Yes, you will say yes ma'am, exactly, we can take. It will be y dx minus x dy for us. Yes, exactly, it will be y dx minus x dy. We learned few forms for y dx minus x dy. Yes, let's come to that forms. Let's come to that form. We discussed the first form for y dx minus x dy. If we have y square in the denominator, we can approach like this. If we have xy in the denominator, we can approach like this. If we have x square plus y square in the denominator, we can approach like this. Okay, so we have three forms for y dx minus x dy, guys. Okay, but now let's come to the question. What exactly here we are having? Here we are having, there is no scope. There is not at all any single scope of multiplying with y square or x square plus y square. Yes, there is a chance we can go with the multiplication of xy. More and more we can go with the multiplication of xy, my dear students. Okay, and the divide. So let's divide with the xy square. In the complete equation, let's divide with the xy square. Why I am approaching to the xy? I will tell you. It is equals to 0. Why I approach to the xy only? Why I don't approach x square plus y square? Because when I approach to the x square plus y square, what will happen to this xy? Yes. If I approach to the y square only, what happened to this xy? Yes, again. But when I when I divide by xy whole square, the xy and xy will be cancelled out, and finally I got the second form also, my dear students. It is nothing but the y dx minus x dy by xy is equals to differentiation of log of y by x, which we learned already. Okay, log of x by y, sorry, which we learned already. Sorry, it is log of y by x only. Yeah, where is the form? Yeah, this was the form. Now y dx minus x dy by xy, it will be the log of x by y only, as we know very well. Yes, exactly. So whenever we have x and xy here, we can write down x by y. So it will be the form of log of x by y, and here we will remain it 1 by xy square as it is. It will be the differentiation of xy plus it will be the differentiation of log of x by y is equals to 0. Now integrating both the sides. Okay, integrating both the sides. Whenever we do the integration, what happened to this one? Let's approach it, guys. What happened to this one? When we integrate this one, the differentiation and integration will be cancelled out. Hence here we will have log of x by y only. Here we will have c only. Yes. Now what happened to this one? We know very well, it's a very simple thing to approach. Whenever we have 1 by x square, suppose we have 1 by x square into dx, we know very well we have to integrate this 1 by x square only, right? So the integration of x power minus 2 is x power minus 2 plus 1 by minus 2 plus 1 only, right? So we can approach it. Yes, exactly. So the same thing, when we have a 1 by xy square and here we have the derivative of xy, so it means we have to integrate it 1 by xy square only, right? So this is nothing but the integration form. So we can directly write down the integration, my dear students. So it will be when we integrate the differentiation of, when we have integration and differentiation together. So as we know very well, this is nothing but the differentiation will be work as a dx only, and this is nothing but the 1 by x square, and that integration of this one is nothing but minus 1 by x. So we can write down minus x by y from here. You can write down here only minus x by y from here, right? So it will be your final answer. So exactly we got the final answer without approaching non-exact into exact. So with the help of inspection method, we will get the final answer, dear students. We will get the direct solution always, okay, without making changes or without changing non-exact into exact. Okay, guys. So it's a direct approach. That's why it is called the inspection method. So this will be my final answer. I think you are getting my point. If you are getting, we can have discussion on one more example for inspection method only. Okay, let's have discussion on one more example for inspection method only. Then we will go for the method number 2. Okay, let's have discussion on one more example of inspection. I will show you an example. So exactly as I already told you, these are the 10 forms we discussed, but the sky is the limit. Okay, guys, because it's not necessary that only these 10 forms can ask in the GATE examination. You can make forms by yourself only. If you can understand my thing, then you can make by yourself only. Okay, so let's have discussion on the second question. What we have an example as an example. So here this time I have one more example. So we can write down, it is y dx minus x dy plus 1 plus x square dx plus x square sin y dy. X square sin y dy is equals to 0, isn't it? Yes, exactly. Okay, so now let's approach to this one. So here it's crystal clear seen that this is an exact non-exact equation, because there is not at all having any single relation with the exact. So it will be definitely non-exact. Okay, now how to approach with this one? Let's have discussion, dear students. So we have to make some forms. Dekho, look at here, just we have y dx minus x dy. It means there is a scope we can do something with this y dx minus x dy. Whether we can make it x dy minus y dx form, or we can do something with this one only. Okay, okay. Now just look at here. Just look at one more thing. Okay, here x, and we are having 1 plus x square, we are having derivative of x. It is sin y, and we are having dy. But as I think this x square is extra, because when we integrate it, we have the same functions. We should have the same functions. So we have to integrate y with respect to dy only. Yes, exactly. So the x square, as I think x square is an extra function here. So just divide each and every term by x square. When we divided x square, this x square and x square will be cancelled out. Hence, it will be clear that here we can directly integrate sin y dy. Okay, then. Now let's come for this one. Here we are not getting exactly any form. So why? Because y dx minus x square. Just look at here. When we approach to y dx minus x, what was that? Y dx minus x dy, right? Y dx minus x dy, we should have y square. Okay, or if we have x dy minus y dx, then we should have x square. So we cannot change that x square, but we can change the sign, dear students, here. Yes, exactly. So that's why I will write down it x dy minus y dx. Yes, exactly. It will be x square divided by, plus you can write down it at 1 by x square plus 1, okay, dx, plus sin y dy. Now your question is exactly very simple. Now within only 2 lines you are getting the answer. It's a very simple question to approach. If you can understand my thing, the question is done here. Why? Because x dy minus y dx, the negative is there. It is nothing but the derivative of y by x. So we can write down it is derivative of y by x with the negative sign. Here we have to integrate only, because ultimately we have to find the solution. So we will integrate only. Okay, and again here we will integrate only, right? So let's integrate in each and every term, or integrating both the sides. We will have sin y, we will have this one, and we will have this one again. When we integrate this one, we will get minus y by x, my dear students, only, because the integration and differentiation are opposite things. So when integration will apply on the derivative, it will be cancelled out. So hence we will have only y by x. The integration of 1 by x square is nothing but minus 1 by x only. Yes, exactly. The integration of 1 is nothing but x only. Yes. The integration of sin y is nothing but the cos y only, and it will be c. So this will be my final answer, dear students. This will be my final answer. Okay, now. Okay, done, guys. So this will be my final answer. So I think you are getting my point, how easily we can approach the things. Okay, it's exactly very simple to approach these type of questions. So exactly inspection methods makes your question very easy. Okay, so now let's come to one more example. Let's have discussion on one more example, so that it will increase your confidence that it's not necessary that all these 10 forms are compulsory. You can make by yourself only. So I have one more example, and I think you can go for that one. You can make by yourself. So we are having one more example, y square into e to the power x plus 2xy dx, y square into e to the power x plus 2xy dx, and it is minus or plus minus x square dy is equals to 0, right? So we have to solve this one. The question is nothing but find the solution of the given differential equation. Question will be written like this only. So first of all we will open up this one. Okay, when we open, let's open it. Y square e to the power x dx plus 2xy dx, yes, minus x square dy is equals to 0. Okay, so when I have particularly this one, exactly I am getting one point that here we can arrange. Here we can go for this one, 2xy dx minus x square dy. Here I am not at all satisfying with this one, because with the e power x dx we know very well we can integrate this portion. But as I think this y square is extra factor, this y square is extra factor. You can remove this y square, and when you remove this y square you will get a easy approach. So let's divide the complete term with the y square only. Okay, so y square and y square will be cancelled out. Here you are easy with the integration, that you have to integrate of you have to find the integration of e power x only. Okay, now what about this one? Do we have any form? We can check for that also, guys. X square dy divided by y square. Do we have any form like this? Do we have any form like this? Yes, exactly we can have. Exactly we can have. It is nothing but the differentiation of x square by y. Okay, let's check. Do we have? Yes, exactly. 2xy dx minus x square dy by y square. You can check. 2xy dx minus x square. It's not minus, it's multiplication, it's dot only. Okay, 2xy dx minus x square dy by y square. As we know very well, this is nothing but the differentiation of x square by y only. Yes, so we are done with the question, my dear students. E power x dx plus it is nothing but the differentiation of x square by y. It is equals to 0. Let's integrate everywhere. When we integrate it, we will get the result. So when we integrate it, we will get the result here only. So the integration of e power x is e power x only. The integration of this one, when integration will apply on the derivative, it will be cancelled out. Hence you will get x square by y only. So this it is equals to c, integration constant. This will be your final answer, my dear students. So I think now you are feeling more comfortable with the inspection method, which is exactly very simple to approach. You can make each and every form by yourself. It's not at all necessary that we have to go for these 10 forms only. But although these 10 forms are frequently asked, okay, these are very famous examples. Okay, so that's why you can go for this one. But let me tell you one more thing. Till now there is not at all any single question has been asked from the inspection method. But still if you want, you can go with this one. There is not at all any difficulty. So right, so we discussed these 3 examples which are exactly very simple and which are definitely boost your confidence. Okay, so now let's talk about the next one. The next we are having is what? Method number 2. Let's talk about the method number 2. Method number 2 is what? Whenever we have m dx plus n dy is equals to 0. Whenever we have m dx plus n dy is equals to 0. Okay, we know very well this is the form of exact only. Yes, but whenever we have m dx plus n dy is equals to 0 as an homogeneous equation, the only condition for this form should be homogeneous equation only. So whenever we have the m dx plus n dy is equals to 0 as an homogeneous equation, we can say the integrating factor. Now in the inspection method there was no need, there was not at all any single need of integrating factor. But when you have to convert the non-exact into the exact, then definitely there is a requirement of integrating factor, my dear students. So that's why we are talking about when we have m dx plus n dy is equals to 0 form which is homogeneous, then you can say the integrating factor will be, then your integrating factor, that is IF, will be 1 by mx plus ny, my dear students. Just remember one thing, it is only and only applicable when mx plus ny should not equals to 0. This form only and only applicable when mx plus ny should not equals to 0. Okay, when we have mx plus ny not equals to 0, then only we can go for this form. Okay guys, so this is a simple form to approach. We can go for this one. Now do we have questions? Yes, we do have questions for this one. So let's have discussion on the first question. So just look at here, is this a homogeneous? Yes, we can see x square y the power is 3, xy square the total power is 3, power is 3. Yes, definitely this is an homogeneous equation. So let's approach to the given equation. It is x square y minus 2x y square, yes, dx minus x cube minus 3x square y dy is equals to 0. As we know very well, we have to find the integrating factor here only. So it means it's clearly seen that it should be non-exact. So there is exactly it should be non-exact. So there is no need of checking here. It should be del m by del y is not equals to del n by del x. Okay, so we can easily approach for the integrating factor. Let's find integrating factor will be 1 by mx plus ny. Let's find m into x plus n into y. When we approach it, m into x, it means x square y minus 2xy square into x plus, okay, we don't have here plus, we have here minus only, right? So we can write down x cube minus 3x square y into y. Let's approach it. It will be x cube y minus 2x square y square minus, it will be x cube y minus minus plus 3x square y square. You can see x cube y and x cube y will be cancel out. You will have x square y square plus minus 2x square y square and plus 3x square y square. It will give you x square y square only, which is not equals to 0. As we already discussed right here, that when we have a form mx plus ny, okay, when we have a form mdx plus ndy is equals to 0 with the homogeneous form, with the homogeneous equation, we can say the integrating factor is 1 by mx plus ny if our mx plus ny is not equals to 0. So you can see here mx plus ny is not equals to 0. So mx plus ny is not equals to 0. So you can directly say, hence the integrating factor for this particular equation will be 1 by x square y square, my dear students. So we can conclude here, the final answer will be here. Okay, so what is exactly an integrating factor? Integrating factor is a tool which converts your equation. When you multiply that integrating factor with the given equation, it converts your non-exact equation into the exact equation. If you want to check, you can multiply this integrating factor with this one and this one. Okay, 1 by mx, 1 by x square y, 1 by x square into y square. When you multiply with here and here, you will get finally that del m by del y is equals to del n by del x that time. Okay, so your equation will become exactly there. Okay guys, right? So in the GATE examination, exactly the questions has been asked for the integrating factor only. So we should not worry about the solution. Okay, if there is a question has been talk about the solution, you can go for solution also. Let me show you one more example guys. X square y square dx minus 2xy dy. Let's talk here only. Let's talk about this one here only. So we have is this a homogeneous? Yes, x square y square, that degree is 2. Yes, definitely the degree is 2. It's a homogeneous. So m is equals to x square y square and n is equals to minus 2xy. We can say when it is homogeneous, then we have to check mx plus ny not equals to 0. So let's check mx plus ny. It will be x square plus y square into x minus 2xy into y. So it will be x cube plus xy square minus 2xy square. It will be x cube minus xy square, my dear students, which is not equals to 0. Hence this will be your integrating factor only. So you can conclude that your integrating factor will be 1 by x cube minus xy square only. So you can conclude your integrating factor will be this one only, right? So easily approachable, the things are easily approachable. Let's talk about the next one. When we have the next question, we can approach for this also. So it's again a simple question to approach, my dear students. So it is x dy, okay, xy dx minus x square plus 2y. I think it should be 2y square. Okay, let me check the question. I think it should be 2y square. I think it should be 2y square. Yes, exactly. It should be 2y square, my dear students. So it should be 2y square here. Okay, so that's why here we can see the power is 1 1, here the power is 2 2 again. So we can approach like this. It is xy dx minus x square plus 2y square dy is equals to 0. So it's a homogeneous equation. We can see m is equals to xy and n is equals to minus x square plus 2y square. We have to find that whether mx plus ny is equals to 0 or not. So when we approach, it will be xy into x plus it will be minus x square plus 2y square into y, which is not equals to 0. When we approach it, it will be x square y, yes, minus when we approach it, it will be minus x square y and minus 2y cube is not equals to 0. X square y and x square y will be cancelled out, my dear students. So you will get here what? You will get here minus 2y cube, which is not equals to 0. Now just remember one thing, when we have to find out the integrating factor, we will say the integrating factor will be 1 by y cube only. Why I don't mention here minus 2? Because integrating factor is not affected by negative sign and constant terms. Okay, so you should be aware about this one, because if we have option in this question and in the option if 1 by y cube is mentioned, then you will go with 1 by y cube only, because here the minus 2 is not at all an important thing. So you can directly approach that it will be what, dear students? It will be minus it will be 1 by y cube only. It will be 1 by y cube only. Okay guys, so we can easily approach this one. Let's approach for this one only. Then in the next lecture we will have discussion about the form number 3. So it is, again you can see it's a homogeneous form, right? So m is equals to, we have to find mx plus ny only, which not equals to 0. M is equals to this one, so we can approach x square y into x only minus x cube plus y cube into y only, which not equals to 0. It will be x cube y minus x cube y minus y power 4, which is not equals to 0. So hence my integrating factor, more and more you can say y power 4, which is not equals to 0, minus y power 4. So my integrating factor will be 1 by y power 4. Why I don't mention here negative? Because my integrating factor will not be affected by the negative sign and the constant term. That's why I don't mention here negative. Okay guys, so that's all from these two methods. We will have discussion on the method number 3 and 4 in the next lecture only. Then the first order and first degree differential equation will be done. After that we will have discussion on the CF and PI concept. Thank you guys.